Good morning, everybody. Let's go. What a fantastic start to the trading day today. I will say, guys, this is actually looking pretty insane here for the stock market. Man, I am waiting for some of these option chains to go ahead and start updating. But, man, we are seeing some stocks here this morning, seriously, and I mean seriously, blasting to the upside today. It's actually fantastic with the CPI data coming in right at 5%. I'm highlighting it right here on the screen, and here's actually a chart where it shows the big drop. It shows the recent report at 6%, and then now this current report right here at 5%. So inflation is actually going down at a pretty steep pace right now, and considering the high was at 9.1, we're getting close to the point of inflation falling down by half of what it was at its high. So it's actually pretty good to see inflation moving down like this. So we dropped a whole percent since the last reading, which was great. I will say at the end of 22, I was getting a little bit worried because, you know, we started dropping on inflation from 9.1, but once we got to 6.5, it slowed down. We went 6.5, 6.4, but now it's actually starting to drop even more. So let's go. What a fantastic day. Thank you guys for joining up. Thank you, Keisha, Tangi, Manny, Corbin, Juicy Mango, Rick McQueen, Gengar, Jamie. Thank you guys. Seriously, thank you so much for being here today. It's going to be a fun one. Make sure you smash that like button right now. Man, there are so many stocks blasting up, whether it's tech, whether you're looking at banks. Banks are some of my favorites right now. Keep your eyes on Bank of America and JP Morgan. Look at JP Morgan right now, blasting to the upside. Love to see movement like that. Wow, JP Morgan, love to see that. Let's go. JP Morgan. Our good friends over there. Love them, right? That's pretty cool. Hang on one second, guys. Just gotta do something real quick. Sorry about that. All right. Sorry about that. Had to get into a quick little play there on the premium, but all right, there we go. JP Morgan moving up to the upside here. That is a fantastic play to the upside. I love to see that. We have the SPY also moving up in a big way, but it's not moving as well as some of these stocks that are really running, like Shopify. Like, man, Shopify is on something today. Lucid is on something as well. Lucid is seriously looking good. Rivian, oh my gosh. Man, those two stocks are looking good today. The EVs, wow, how's Tessie? Tessie, look at that. Tesla's all the way up to 191.50 here right now. Let's see what we have on the book map. So on the book map with SPY, man, there's a lot of areas here. SPY is just so volatile that, you know, it's kind of hard to read it. Let's go check out Tessie. So Tessie had that big blast up. Let's see, where was it? Got to scroll back here. There we go. Big blast up this morning. 192. Looks like there's a ton of sellers coming in up there right around 192 and even 193. That is a lot of big orders there. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to break that, but for right now, it looks like Tessie's actually fallen down, and there's actually a lot of liquidity down here. So who knows? Tessie could get pushed to the upside. Whenever I trade this, I usually do not see liquidity usually this steep here, although I don't usually look right at market open, but wow, that is pretty big here. A lot of liquidity. So maybe Tessie will start to pop back up here over the next few minutes, but for right now, it's starting to pull back down under some of those big levels. But man, there's just so many big areas overhead on that book map. It's like 192, and I'm sure we'll see some liquidity coming in around 190 now that that's broken a little bit. We'll have to see though if maybe 186.90 can hold. It'll be pretty good there. Liking that. Man, how's Disney? There we go. Disney's looking fire. Love to see that. Holding up above 100. Looking good, Disney. Hopefully she keeps blasting for us. SPY's looking good. Is it gonna fake on us today? If it pulls a big fake, that would be that would be something else. I'll tell you though, that that stuff with the inflation right now is looking pretty good. The CPI data coming out at 5% was amazing to see. Fantastic. Wow, love that. DIS, Tangi says, love that. Look at ALPS, Tangi Man says. For sure, Tangi. ALPS. Alps. Alpine Summit Energy Partners. Haven't really heard of these guys, but definitely a small stock that's running, that's for sure. Man, yesterday, this stock must have been up 100% or something. Let's see. From low to high, it was up like 51%. Pretty good move on that. Manny goes, is that a hint? Talk to me about Lucid. For sure. LCID. Love to see that. And thank you for all the lurkers out there as well. I know not everybody can type in the chat, but thank you for joining up, even if you're, you know, just lurking out there having some fun. So at least smash that like button. That'll help us out. But The Education says, good morning. Hey, thanks for joining, Education. Long time no see. I will say the stock market, excuse me, is looking really good here. For now, of course. Hopefully this momentum keeps up. The thing that does kind of suck is these airlines are down a lot. Like AAL's down, DAL's down. Now, this actually doesn't surprise me because there was actually a pretty bad statement by the IMF yesterday on airlines. Let's see. Or is it traders betting against airlines? Ah, here it is. That's what it is. Traders are betting against the airlines at the highest rate since the pandemic. And that's actually pretty big here. Like, look at these shorts going into jets. It's like almost $2 billion thrown into jets. So, to the downside. So that's pretty good. You know, a lot of money. You would think that they might know what they're doing. Good old jets. You know, a lot of people are bullish on airlines and cruise lines and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm with you, but, man, jets is just, I don't know if that's really what you want to see or not. Jets. I like that name on the ETF, though. It's a cool name on it. I like it. Good old jets. Wow. All right, going back out to the book map. Tesla, Apple, Microsoft. Let's see Microsoft here. Or Apple, I mean. Big orders up around 162.50. So, wow, 162. But look at 162.50. There's 92,000 right there. Whereas 162, there's only 19,000. So, I love that. Keep your eyes on those overhead levels with Apple. There's not really a lot to the downside. Like 161 even has some liquidity. 160 has a lot that came in around open, but I don't know, you know, these overhead levels are a lot worse. Like, look at that, it's only 58,000. Look at this, 92,000. What the? That's pretty insane, to say the least, so. All right, what about Microsoft, MSFT? Wow, this one's pretty volatile. 284, falling down to that big area now. Look at that big resistance at 286, though. A lot of sellers came in up there, that's for sure. That's for sure. AMD, Nvidia, how's Nvidia look? Ooh, 271. They're like right on it right now. Keep your eyes on it. Watch it for a second. See what happens here. Ooh, 271 just got broken. Not good. Not good. Now we're at the next big area of orders. Looks like that got almost broken as well. It's going to break. Uh-oh. Are we going to break it? Ooh, kind of going back and forth now. Interesting there. A lot of big buyers coming in down there at the bottom on Nvidia. Maybe let's go look at Nvidia on the regular chart. Maybe it'll look a little bit better intraday for us now. The stock still seems way overly high for me right now, but Damn, look at that. AMD, oh no. Square. SPY. That's not good. I think everything's about to fake out. I sure hope that's not the case, but man, this price action kind of sucks on some of these stocks, don't it? Even Tessie started turning over. Yeah, like Rick said, rug pull. Seems like that's what's going on. Partiv, thanks for joining into a short call spread on coin. So, very nice. Let's go look at coin. Definitely falling down here. Man, all these stocks had big blasts up this morning, and then they're all giving their gains back now. Sorry, guys. Had to grab a quick drink of my Prime here. I have some coffee brewing up in the background. Can't wait for that. CLOV. Check out Clover Health here. Looking all right. Not really the best. How's our friends over at Walmart? What about Walmart or CPB, Campbell's Soup? Uh-oh. Looks like those stocks are falling. Target's kind of falling. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on the rug pull. Juicy said, what levels do you see on Lucid? So, Lucid's been blasting this morning up above 870 in a big way, but right now we're sitting right back there. So, watch this like 860 to 870 support. There's a lot of areas right there I feel like Lucid could bounce back up off of. And then looking at the daily here, Lucid just looks pretty rough. You know, like if we're looking at it, man, 873, that is just such a weird daily chart. But you go intraday and then it looks a lot better. So, I don't know. Just really watch that 860 and 870 area right now. I really feel like as Lucid starts to go, though, we could maybe come up and retest like 890 with today and maybe even 910. 910 could be a big area too. So it's tough because Lucid's so low in price. It's like, man, they're like $7. And like, look at yesterday. They just ran from like 8 all the way up to like 870. So they can get pretty big moves, but it's not like it's going to be moving like a whole dollar or anything like that usually. It can get some moves like that, though. Uh-oh. Tessie, what are you doing to us? Oh, my gosh. Not Tessie. Look at Apple, Microsoft. Yeah, I'm kind of with Juicy right now. I think we're kind of seeing a fake out going on at the time, unfortunately. Not good. Keisha goes, I told you I'm banking on the banks. Yeah, Keisha. Banking on the banks. I remember that. Pretty good. They're actually doing good. Look at that. Bank of America. Glad to see that. We have earnings here on the banks on Friday, so be ready. Delta Airlines and Progressive report tomorrow morning, so watch out for DAL and PRG. It is PRG, right? Yeah, PRG. I always want to call it PGR for some reason. All right, TLRY. How's Tilray? Nope. How's DraftKings? Actually, DraftKings did pretty good early on. Now it's kind of looking bad, but Disney's kind of selling back off on us here. Palantir. SPY's still coming back a little bit. That fake out, it's looking like a big fake right now. Not good, guys. Not good at all, in my opinion. We don't want to see a fake. No fakes. We only want real moves around here, right? That's funny. Stick with us, though, guys. We'll have some pretty fun stuff as the day goes on. Have more plays. Just kind of waiting for the, for the initial move at open to kind of subside. We're only 15 minutes into the market today, and I feel like that as we continue on here, we could still have a pretty good day in the stock market. You know, just because we're moving back down right now doesn't mean that we can't see a little bit of recovery later or something like that. But I don't know. Some of these stocks are just too high right now, like Nvidia and AMD. Man, AMD, my gosh, look at that drop. Look at that drop. 92.26. Brutal there on AMD. All right, so AMD's all the way back down. Man, that's going to pull the SPY back. That is going to make the SPY very hard to move up. Especially since Apple and Microsoft also are both doing the same exact thing. So, man. Man, oh man. That was a big fake. Not good. I don't like that. Not one bit. All right, let's go ahead and screenshot this because man, if Microsoft breaks this support, we're gonna see a pretty good play to the downside. So, oof. Yeah, this is huge, guys. Watch yourselves out here. This is not good at all. Wow. Definitely not good. Apple's also right on support. Microsoft's on support. Tesla's on support. Actually, no, Tesla's not. Let's see, Microsoft, Apple. What about Meta? Wow, Meta to the downside as well. Big moves back down, guys. Damn. What do you think the biggest pullback will be, Juicy says? You know, that's tough. That is a tough one. Got some Disney calls, man, he said. I know, right? Wink, wink. Yeah, those UVXY calls are going to start paying off, guys. Watch UVXY here. Yeah, SQQQ. Yeah, SQQQ. Wow. Yeah, that's huge there. That's going to be huge with some of those ETFs. That's amazing. Hang on one second, guys. I have a quick question. Someone DM'd me something. Give me 1 second here. I go get this really quick. I have too many documents on my computer now. Way too many. I lost something. There we go. All right, sorry about that, guys, but I am back. Definitely watch these ETFs like SQQQ, UVXY, SPXS, and others. They are actually looking really, really good right now. So I'm glad to see that these stocks are doing what they're doing. You know, they're starting to move up in a pretty big way. Yeah, that's some big chop there. Definitely some big chop. Man, square, look at that. Bad move back down. Hate to see that. Hate seeing that. Let go of those puts today, and then damn, the thing just flies back down. Takeout was tough. AMD, yeah. Hybrid called out some puts on that one. That was looking good earlier. Man, thing hit that thing on the head. Palantir's looking good. To the downside, of course, right? Corbin says, thanks, Tom, for being here. Yeah, no problem, Corbin. For sure. Yeah, the hybrid had a very nice play there. Yeah, I really think that right now, scalping is the way to go. You know, it's very hard to swing right now with all these big events and stuff like that and everything like that going on. Hopefully, though, you know, some of these swings start to do a little bit better here in the short term. Maybe some puts, of course, especially if the market truly does start selling off here. If support doesn't hold, which I don't know, it kind of looks like it's not going to. Kind of looks like it wants to drop. It really does, but the event really has me just like scratching my head. You know, the CPI. Yeah, I can't believe it's just pulling back as hard as it is right now after that initial run. Weird. Wow. We'll have to watch this big 410 support on the SPY, though. That's going to be a big area. Let's see on the big stocks like Microsoft and Apple if there's any big orders in down here at the bottom anywhere. So it looks like 282 even is pretty huge here on Microsoft. And then 280 after that's even bigger. So those are going to be some big levels to watch on Microsoft. Apple has that big support at 160, but even like bigger resistance at like 162. So weird. Just so many big overhead levels here on these stocks today. Huge overhead levels, actually. SPY's trying to bounce a little bit. It's trying. QQQ's kind of just sitting here now. Man, it's looking pretty weird today, though. QQQ, the SPY. Come on, SPY. Help us out. Good news equals bad move, Nowhere Man says. Yeah, I know, right? Let's see CYTO, Saito. Saito right now. Wow. I haven't seen this one, I don't think, in a long time, or maybe I've never seen it, but wow. That's pretty crazy. Manny says, do you think it's the market makers finagling the price? You know, very hard to say, Manny. Very hard to say on that front. Could have been a big algo generated pushback down as well. I mean, I feel like that there wasn't like a ton of I don't feel like that like the retail side of things was really bearish at open. So I feel like, yeah, that it was definitely market makers or, institutions or algos or, whatever it was that kind of sent us right back down here at open. Something happened. Like, I don't know if it was people letting go of shares or algos triggering because there was just too big of a move in pre-market, or, there's all types of hypotheticals or possibilities that it could have been on that front of things. But yeah, I definitely think something's going on, Manny, with the market this morning. I think that there was definitely something triggered from like the CPI, and then all the movement thereafter triggers something. Probably something with some algos, huge market making algos. What a chop. Biggest pullback will be Alps, Tangi says. Yeah, it probably will be. I mean, Alps is just such a weird stock. I don't even know. Maybe it might not even pull back. It's kind of holding a little bit better than some of the others. Microsoft bounced right off 282. Actually, pretty perfect. It just doesn't seem like that's going to hold here. It seems like we're going to end up eating the dust, in my opinion, as we'd say. So just keep your eyes on these stocks. Square's another one. It's right on support right now, but I kind of feel like that it's going to go a little bit lower. Unfortunately, I let go of some puts on this one this morning, and then it rocketed back down on us. So pretty tough there, pretty tough. Yeah, SQ. Pretty rough one, though, today. Overall, pretty bad move down on us there, and definitely has me a little sad I sold it. I'll give it that. I'll give it that one today. GFAI's killing. I scalped Alps for some nice profits. AMD selling off hard. Yeah, it was selling off hard. Now it's kind of, the past few minutes, it's been kind of consolidating down here. A lot of stocks have actually been trying to bounce back up over the past, like, 5 to 15 minutes or so. But they're still definitely selling off bad. Not good. Corn on eggs tumble the most since 1987. Or come on, or eggs. He's just saying eggs, I guess. That's pretty big, Manny. Eggs tumble the most since 1987. Interesting. The eggs. I love the eggs, right? That's pretty funny. Got the eggs out here, guys. All right. Well, hey, don't forget to smash that like button, guys. I'd appreciate you. Really would here. I'm going to make a poll really quick. Just typing up a little poll here for you guys really quick. All right, guys. Here we go. Just threw out a little poll for you. Go ahead and check it out really quick. I'd appreciate you. And hey, thank you all of you guys for joining up. We go live every single morning at market open. So if you're new here, smash that subscribe button. That way you get notified, and hit that bell icon as well. Would be greatly appreciated. But right now, the market's definitely still down in the dumps, in my opinion. Not looking too good. Coinbase is coming back down nowhere, man says. Yes, it is, actually. Coinbase looks kind of rough. We fall under 69 bucks here. This could be a Pretty bad pullback. Square. Oh, shit. Square. Hate to see it. Hate to see that with Square today. Has me a little upset. Upsetty spaghetti, I guess you could say. No. Definitely not good. Let's see. Hmm. Wow, AMD looking rough here again. Definitely some moves down today, guys. Watch for more puts. Watch for more put potential going on. Definitely think it's possible here. Everything happening. Definitely possible. I really think that right now, though, scalping is the way to go. Like trying to scalp some quick plays to the downside or some quick plays to the upside, you know, giving off what you're seeing at the moment. Kind of the better way to go, in my opinion. AAL's having a huge push to the downside. Actually pretty good. Pretty good there. Man, AAL, that is a terrible drop, though. I'll say right ahead of Delta's earnings tomorrow. So keep your eyes on Delta's earnings. That's going to be big. And then don't forget, we have the FOMC minutes today at 2 p.m. Eastern time coming up later. So don't forget about this either. It's going to be huge as the day goes. No joke. The FOMC minutes is going to be a huge event that's going to probably move the market a lot, just like CPI did this morning. It won't probably move it as much, but it'll probably be a pretty big move overall. So keep it on the radar. Keep it on the radar for sure. Hey, Microsoft. There we go. Coming back up a little bit. There we go. Love to see that. Microsoft's trying. Nowhere Man says all those BS AI plays run. Yeah. Hopefully. GLD isn't really doing too much here, Enrique. Yeah, not really too much at all. It's just kind of sitting here this morning. It kind of popped off with the SPY. Seems like it's kind of following the SPY today, which isn't overly weird. Sometimes GLD does follow the SPY every once in a while. You know, we do see that happen sometimes. Pretty big. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to go get a little cup of coffee. I will be right back. Man, this coffee's hot. All right, we are back, guys. Get the bag, Tangi says. I know I did. NCMI might moon, like, right now. NCMI, let's see it. Wow, it very well might. I mean, it's trying. NCMI, that's actually a pretty good move here the past couple days. I'll give it that. Really good price action. Man, this coffee's hot. Sorry, guys, I had the stream open on my phone. But yeah, looking pretty good here. 38 cents. Wow. Yeah, I've never heard of this one though. National Cinema Media. I don't know if they like make movies or exactly what they do, but looks pretty interesting there. Not bad, I'll give it that. All right, Palantir. Definitely not a good move today. How's our SPY? Friends over at the SPY looking. Still coming up, so that's good. Good recovery so far. Glad to see that. Let's go back to some of these stocks that were popping, like Shopify, Snowflake. Look at Snowflake. Wow, okay. I could get behind a nice intraday move back on Snow. That would be beautiful, actually. All right, that's a good move, though, Snow. Love to see that. Good old Snowflake. I know some traders love Snowflake. You know, it's one of those stocks that I've seen people love for a long time. Just a long time. All right, DraftKings, 1860. We need to watch that support there. Disney's sitting still up above 100, which is good. That's a positive, I guess, right? Still technically green on the day. Yeah, okay. I guess that's good for now, right? For now. All right, so AMD is kind of popping back here today, but it's running up right into resistance, like right into it. So see how we're popping back today with AMD, but it's running right into this resistance? This could be a potential entry area for some puts. That's a big resistance, guys. Watch this for a potential entry. Yeah, if this rejects good, though, this could be a pretty good play. So I'm going to keep that there on AMD. Just let that culminate in the background, you know, get going. Let it kind of brew up. Hopefully get some good moves. Good movement. Movie ads associated with AMC. Okay. Movie ads associated with AMC. Sounds pretty good. It's associated with AMC, but I don't know. Movies are just like movie stocks and stuff. It's, you know, if it was like MGM, I'd probably like it better, but I don't know. Spy testing 411, man, he says. 411. Let's see. Yeah, it blasted through it. Spy's looking great to the upside here. Right now. Starting to come back in a good way. People are getting really freaked out of a big sell-off there. And, you know, I'm still worried about it, to be honest. I'm still waiting for it. AMD, we still have to watch this here to see if it does reject or not. I still think it can. I still think it'll reject pretty good. He says NCMI is running now. There you go. Yeah, looking pretty, like it has a lot of momentum. So there we go. Lots of momentum. Kind of a tough one to trade, right? Probably stuck with shares given how low it is, but for all the scalpers out there, check this one out. NCMI. The hell's going on with this? It's like a 41 cents. Who knows? This thing could be up to 50 cents by the end of the day or something. Sometimes you get those good moves out of stocks like this. Juicy goes AMD rejecting off what? So if we look at AMD right here, there's a big resistance. We're watching it and waiting in case it rejects off. So like, I'm not saying, oh, it's rejecting. Like I'm saying we need to watch it in case there's a big rejection. And if we get that big rejection, then maybe we could enter into some puts, especially considering that one of the premium bot plays this morning was on AMD puts earlier. Doing pretty well when it was first called. But I think this could be another good entry if we see this rejection. Right now, we're not seeing any rejection. We're seeing continuous moves to the upside. Right back up. Square, though, still looking fucking brutal. That thing looks tough, guys. Definitely not my favorite setup right here. Wish I wouldn't have got rid of my puts this morning, but I was pretty convinced we were going to go on a nice move back up here this morning. Not going to lie. And we are kind of, but not all stocks. We are kind of. Hey, no problem, Juicy. All good. Shorted heavily. AMC owns like 10% of them. Wow, okay. NCMI, pretty interesting one. I just don't know, I don't know. It's not for me. It's too small of a stock, NCMI. Not enough price action there. Not enough dollars, I guess we'd say. How was Nano Dimensions? Ugh. Looks worse than NCMI, I'll tell you that. Palantir's even pretty rough today. Disney's trying to bounce, kinda. I'm not too hopeful today with it now, given all the price action that we've seen today. Some kind of bankruptcy filing too. Oh my gosh. Risky AF. Oh my, yeah, Tangy. Wow, that must be why they're so low. Jeez. Okay. But hey, Bank of America's starting to reject. Isha, if you're still in here, do you think the banks will do pretty well? So let's see, we have 12 total votes today. I'm going to end this poll. All right, guys, I'm going to make a new poll about the bank earnings here. All right, bank earnings. Let's see how that goes. Let's try this today. Try, okay. Let's see, stay the same. All right, guys, just made a new poll out about the banks here. Still banking on them, Keisha says, especially on JP Morgan. Yeah, I will say they've been the good one today. They have been the strong one, and honestly, if we look at it on like a longer term 5-minute chart right here, there's some pretty big areas of support down here, like right around 126. That's huge. Look at both of these big extensions down here that I'm circling. That's actually pretty good in the short term, back to the upside. But with that, it's just, we're seeing a lot of, these banks have been really falling down a lot. And there's been a lot of bad news with the banks, obviously. We had, what was it? Silicon Valley Bank went under. We have FRC not going under, but having a lot of problems, to say the least. But yeah, that's the big thing right here. Just kind of saving, trying to save the banks. But it's kind of tough right now because it's like, will banks really do good? Because, it's like a lot of people aren't going to be looking to maybe do as many renovations on the house. So they're not going to be doing as many loans, or they're not going to be looking to, go on vacation, no financing for that, etc., etc., etc. It's like, I feel like right now a lot of people are going to be scaling back their money pretty hard. This could be where we finally start to see the market have some imbalance, I think, or, some weirdness come in. Although the SPY is holding up quite well here. Keisha says, Yellen said the banks are still strong, so we'll see on Friday. Yeah, I actually saw something with Buffett as well. Good old Buffett was actually saying some stuff too. Look at this. Oh, never mind. He goes, we're not through with the bank failures. But he did say, there wasn't a whole article about him being nice to banks too. Hang on, let me find it. Here it is. He said U.S. bank deposits are safe and the government would backstop all of them, or backstop all of them if necessary. So that sounds pretty good if they truly backstop all of them like that. That's really awesome. That could be amazing, Yeah, Keisha, just, yeah. I hope the banks are still strong. If they're not, it's going to be a tough go here over the summer. A tough, tough go. I'm still really watching the SPY and watching this daily chart, and I'm just like, we're getting some nice confirmation to the upside finally. We've been breaking out above our key trend line, and we're finally breaking above it in a big, big way, and today was a very nice day of confirmation back up. If we could get some nice positive momentum coming in towards the middle or the end of the day today, this could be great for the market. So I don't know. I think today is just a weird day with the price action. We're going to have to see what exactly happens tomorrow and the next few days, because that SPY is so overextended. Like, I'm just like, man, it has to fall. But at the same time, it's like nothing's falling. Nvidia's finally fallen, though. Thank God. Jeez. AMD, watch it for that rejection still, guys. If we start rejecting back under the support at 93, it'll be pretty good. I'm going to take the circle away because now it's not a good rejection there. But if we do get back under here, I think it could be pretty good still. We have to get under there, though, in a major way. See how, like, even this wick on this 5-minute candle is having trouble getting under there. The most recent wick right here. This one, this red one right there, that way. Having trouble getting under. Go look at the book map. I bet maybe that's why. There's probably a big area of support at 93. There really wasn't, so. There is some, but not like a ton, when you look at other levels like 92. There was at 93 earlier, though, so I guess that's kind of how it is. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, Keisha. Like, all these big stocks are, like, right on supports. Like, we look at Apple. It's like, it looks pretty bad today, right? But it's holding right at support. We look at Microsoft. Pretty bad move today, right? But it bounced right off that lower support again, and now it's kind of blasting. So, very weird turnaround day. I feel like some algos played a role in this. Market makers did something. There was something that happened here today. I don't know. I'm not going to call it yet, but I'm glad that we're coming back up here. And hopefully we continue that nice push up that happened this morning. I was kind of bearish, so I was kind of pissed to see us pull back again like we did. Like square, like, I feel so bad I got rid of those square puts today. But that's what happens with these big events sometimes. You know, they shake you out. And in the end, it was, if we would have just blasted up, we probably would have lost everything. So that's tough sometimes with these big events, especially with swings and big events. That's where the issues come in. JP Morgan is his bet too, he says. Yeah. I'm with you, Tangi and Keisha. I'm with you guys. JP Morgan looking solid though. Yeah, I like that. Looking fantastic. Great movement, actually. JPM thrives when things get dicey, Tangi says. Yeah, you know, that is a good point. Some of those big banks do pretty well when things get dicey because people get scared and then they run into those banks. Man, the past few years have been pretty crazy with COVID. Pretty crazy on a lot of the price action that we're seeing here. Jeez. All right, Spy, what are you going to do for us? What you going to do? Volunteer starting to bounce at 853. Come on, DraftKings. Get back up there for us. I'd love it if it got back up there. That would be so nice for us. It'd be perfect. The way this market was turning around today has me thinking of Greta, you know? It's like...
How dare you?
Like, how dare you have all this crazy price action like this? Can definitely be good for some quick scalps, though. You know, we've been finding all types of potential plays this morning. All types of potential plays. Wow. Gonna go ahead and look at some scanners real quick. Eye up the scanner. Let's see what we have. Snowflake calls, guys. Is Snowflake still going? Hey, there we go. Another big break with Snow. Man, we've been watching this one all morning, too. It's just continued to show its strength. What about oil plays? CVX, Oxy. Oxy's not the best. What about Roku? All right. Roku puts, maybe. Man, Snowflake calls, though. Market's getting really mixed today. Mixed markets. Man. Artiv says, I'm a bit skeptical holding coin positions overnight because the FOMC minutes. Any thoughts? Well, you know, the minutes are going to come out around the end of the day. So the good news is that the market will actually be open whenever those come out. So you'll still have like 2 hours after that comes out. So keep that in the back of your mind. You can kind of maybe digest it there for a couple minutes and then make a move. Probably be the way to go. You know, digest it. Let it digest for a few minutes and then finally just you know, take it how it is there. Gonna be tough to maybe digest part of, but hey, if you're in the Discord, join up and you can ask us questions or maybe even ask the community if you want. Here we go. Boom. Threw up the Discord link in the chat. If anybody's interested, check it out, please. Think you guys will enjoy it. Pretty cool. Everybody's always in there talking about stocks and the big runners and certain setups and etc. So many crazy setups this morning. It's been up, down, left, right, sideways. Although I will say it didn't go left. I'll give it that. The market seems to only go left to right, but it's pretty good though. What a morning, though. Look at SPY now turning back over. So is this where we're going to finally get the turnover coming back? We need to be a little careful of that happening. We could see the market turn back over here. So keep your eyes on AMD. If the market does start to turn over and we get back under 93, might be a pretty good scalp back to the downside. Could be a pretty good one, actually, back down if we see it happen. Could be great. Square still making me sad. Bye. Yeah, no rejections there. Like AMD is just going to keep going up here for now. Maybe watch 94. You know, as we approach that resistance, that could end up being a pretty big area. $94 even. Pretty big. Man, AMD, come on. Nvidia looks pretty rough too. Disney. Love Disney right now for shares. I think that this is one of my favorite plays right now for shares. For the longer term is good old Disney down here. Yeah, this will be a good one, I think. Our good friends over at the Disney. Love that. I love it, but... All right, guys. Well, hey, I appreciate you joining up today on the live stream. I had a really fun one today. You know, especially at market open. You know, we had some crazy volatility coming in. Honestly, to the upside there for 5 minutes was really, really fun, but everything started tumbling right back over and it got brutal. Mango says, you think SPY will retest 412? I think that where we got to was pretty close to 412. Yeah, like 411.80 to 412. Anywhere within that 20 cent range is probably pretty big. So Yeah, I think that we actually just tested it or, got real close, and we're going to have to see now if SPY starts to, if this is where we're going to start tumbling back. Hopefully that's not the case, but I have a weird feeling today. I don't know. I'm very mixed. I will say today is a day where, especially considering the minutes coming up later on, I would actually consider just taking trading off for the rest of the day today. But have a fantastic rest of your day, guys. I really appreciate you. We got up to 14 likes, which is pretty good. Not the best, but I'll take the 14. So have a great rest of your day, guys. Of course, join the Discord if you want to communicate more about stocks and network with other traders and stuff like that. It's pretty fun in there. But other than that, build up those profits, guys. Post them up in the profits channel, and let's have a fantastic rest of this Wednesday.